Hello everyone and welcome to Lord Pog Gaming with me, your honored host, Lord Pog. I'm here to review yet another free game that deserves attention.
I made you some content, diving into your favorite open wide.
And if you like discovering free games, then feel free to check out more on my channel under the Free Games That Deserve Attention playlist. Also, while you're here, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Sign my guestbook also, my guestbook being my comments section. Doing this lets the YouTube algorithm know it should push my channel more. Plus, it would just be totally awesome if you did.
Totally.
Today's free game is a mind-bending, physics-breaking, liminal exploration. It's got style, substance, and a surprising amount of freedom in how to solve its puzzles. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Hold your horses.
We'll get there, I promise. The game I'm talking about is Liminal Gallery. So, without further ado, let's get on with the review of Liminal Gallery. In the past, I've talked at length about liminal spacing on the channel, having done a few videos on the matter. One was a Steam review on the game called Bobdy, with the other being a more long-form essay called The Unperceived Liminality of the Liminal. Both can be found on the channel, and any fans of liminal spacing should check them out.
Do it. Do it.
Shameless plugs for my other videos aside, the real reason I mention them is to explain that I'm no stranger when it comes to liminal spacing. So when I saw that one Kenforest had made the game Liminal Gallery on itch.io, my interest was instantly piqued. Having been a longtime fan of that 1970s TV show, The Night Gallery, created by Rod Serling, who some may know as the creator of a little-known show called The Twilight Zone. I'm joking, of course. I know that The Twilight Zone was a well-known and greatly loved show, even to this day.
Boo this man!
Anyway, seeing a game that seamlessly combines both the liminal and one of my favorite shows, The Night Gallery, I of course had to try it out. And I was not disappointed, if not a little flabbergasted by its puzzles. In the description for Liminal Gallery, it says that the game is short, taking 15 to 25 minutes to complete.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
I'll be the first to say it. This took me considerably longer than that, and I have no shame in admitting it, nor am I taking any questions about it at this time. I've never claimed to being a gaming master, and Liminal Gallery really reminded me of that fact. There are two, we'll say pictures, where their puzzles had me perplexed. The idea is to use pictures in order to bend reality, so the player may advance further into the gallery. If that sounds confusing, it's really not once you play Liminal Gallery, which I suggest all of you Golden Wonders go out and do right away.
Go away!
The first difficult puzzle I ran into was literally the third room I came to. As for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to get the dango door to stop falling over. If any of you Golden Wonders have played or play Liminal Gallery after this and figure it out instantly, then congratulations.
Check out the big brain on bread.
Seriously though, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all did, as I'm a dumbass.
Watch your profanity.
That room was nothing compared to the other room that stumped me, however. As in that room wasn't so much a mystery in what to do exactly, as much in how to do it. I'll admit this one puzzle infuriated me at times, because the laws of physics don't seem to want to work. Every attempt at lining things up so as to accomplish the simple task of grabbing a photo off a table, only to discover up is down and left is right, felt like I was face planting into a brick wall after another brick wall, after another brick wall.
Yikes! And away!
With all that said, I'm not complaining. In fact, it's the exact opposite. I greatly appreciate Kenforest for their level design, and the way they pushed me time and again to think outside the box. Liminal Gallery isn't just a sleek and stylish design game with its artistic gothic liminal atmosphere, not to mention the absolute banger that's playing on the radio in the lobby, which I can't play for fear of copyright, but you Golden Wonders should go check it out by playing Liminal Gallery. It also is extremely well thought out with its game mechanics, as each picture the player traverses in the gallery quickly establishes there's one way in and one way out. What makes Kenforest's gameplay so genius, however, is the idea that how the player reaches the exit is up to them. The setup is linear, enter here, exit there, yet the process is vast and dependent on the player's own interpretation of how one reaches the exit, creating this abstract dream core-like state of thinking, whose limitation is based only on the limitation of the player's own interpretation.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
That's a lot to take in, I know, yet that's the very best I can do to describe Liminal Gallery. An ever-increasing liminal journey through the night gallery, where the answer to each puzzle have no clear answer. I'm going to leave a link to Liminal Gallery's itch.io page, and if you have a couple of bucks, then donate to Kenforest in appreciation for their amazing work. Most AAA studios have sacrificed quality on the altar of their own agenda, so amazing indie developers like Kenforest are what the gaming world needs right now. Speaking of which, I'm trying to become one of those creators who prioritizes quality over propaganda myself. Ever since Hollywood and the bigger gaming companies decided that self-flagellating pats on the back matter more than their fans, new creators in gaming, movies, and other art forms are needed more now than ever, which is why I'm writing a book called Gate Realm: The Three Sorrows, Dark Crimson. It's a mouthful, I know, but the name is important to its greater theme. I don't want to just
Nobody says the B word, come on.
complain about the sad state of affairs of modern entertainment. I want to do something about it. So I've released the rough draft of my book's prologue and the first 3 chapters on my Patreon for free. Feel free to go over and check it out. And then if any of you Golden Wonders decide this is a book you'd like to help support, then join my Patreon. I'm 55 chapters in on the rough draft, and I'd honestly like to earn enough support that I could focus on the book and my channel full time. And just remember, it is the rough draft, so there's going to be grammatical errors and bad spelling and all of that, but the spirit is there. Regardless, I want to thank all of you for joining me for yet another review, especially the review of such an interesting game like Liminal Gallery. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in my guest book if it tickle your fancy.
No, please do not tickle my fancy.
Y'all mean the world to me. From my very heart and soul, I love you all. Y'all come back now. Stay golden.